Your why is your driving force behind your ambition. When you get into a funk, and you get messed up in the head, and you have someone that looks at you funny and you think, oh my God, I can't do this. Get solid in your why. And I do this every day. I do this because I want to be able to work in Florida or somewhere hot in the wintertime, and then up in Collingwood or wherever on a lake somewhere in the summertime. I proved it to myself. In April, I took 5 weeks off. I went to Florida and I went to Hilton Head. I did work, I did virtual work, but I had a lot of downtime. But I proved it that I could actually be somewhere else and still do the exact same job and still build my business because I had my team of people doing the work for me. You find the money, your savings, investments, love money, which is money from friends and family, a bank loan, a line of credit, a job. I had a part-time job for the first year and a half of starting Women on Top because it it paid for my business. So we call it a house account. Get a job. With my first business, I went back and became a waitress because I panicked a little bit. And I thought, well, I gotta have a little bit of income. So I was a waitress. And then my husband would come and pick me up, and then he'd sit there and have lunch and drinks, and there was my tip gone. So, well, this is stupid. So I quit. Government loans. There aren't a lot of government loans, but they're there, you just gotta be able to find them. Barter. I would say barter at the beginning. I don't believe in bartering for 2 reasons. One, because something always goes wrong. But you want to establish income, right? You want to be able to pay. So if you're going to work with someone and you want to do a bartering type system, have them pay you, do an invoice and have them pay you, because you want to show income. You want to show expenses, but you want to show income. Credit, just be careful with the credit, but get a loan if you have to, but it's also great to say, okay, you got 15 grand to really get a plan of action of how you're going to spend that $15,000. Don't just get the loan and don't do anything with it. Make it work for you. How do you make money now? 3 ways. Raise your rates. We talked about that. Networking, speaking, and referrals. If you had to do anything, that was your question, networking, speaking, and referral. Get referrals. Build your list. Get that list so that you have people to call, you have people to send your newsletter to. You can have a list of 500 people or 5,000 people. 5,000 people, maybe 10% are great. You want to have solid leads on your list. That's why you need to get out there networking and speaking. Speaking has been tremendous for me. Has it been great for you guys? It just gets you outside of your comfort zone. It gets you to a new level. In order for me to do this event, as well as I have one tomorrow, I have one Monday, and then I'm in the trade show at the Company of Women, if anyone knows about it. I had to throw together material. I did like banners and CDs and everything. It gave me a purpose. So you book it, and then you just do the work to get there. My client yesterday said, well, I don't want to do it until, I got to make sure my website's done and blah, 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 and I don't want to do a trade show and write my signature talk and do it the wrong way because there's nothing pressing at the end. There's no, deadline. A money funnel, you want to have different price points. You have your high ticket item, and you want to bring it down, like a CD or a book or something that gets people to know you and like you and trust you. And that's the lower dollar value thing, and then as well as selling stuff online. If you're a service business and you're exchanging time for money, you want to get away from that as quickly as possible because then you become a $1 per hour person. So you want to have a product. You want to be able to, you want to sell stuff when you're sleeping. Okay. Now what? Now what do we do? So I've told you all this stuff, and I probably just hosed you. And you're going, I don't know where to start. You want to start, you have a strategy, action, and a plan. I was at an event last week, and this woman and these people were talking all over the place. I said, well, what's your strategy? Oh, well, I'm going to talk to him, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. But what's your strategy? What's your plan? Well, I don't have one. You're just wasting your time then. Strategy. You can break it down into 30-day, 60-day, 90-day. It just takes 60 days. What's going to happen? What needs to happen in the next 60 days to reach your goals? So, what are the goals? What do you need to do? So, for instance, if you want to have, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but what's the next 60 days going to look like for you? And you have to be like day to day. Every day you're going to map out. So you buy a big blotter, one of those big desk calendar things, and you map out your month, you map out your 6 days. You map out your entire year, actually. That's how you start. You take it from the full 12 months and then backtrack. You decide what you need to do now and what can wait. The reason why is people, we get overwhelmed. I just gave you about 100 things that you can do, and we all want to go and do it right away. But you can't, because then overwhelm kills. So you pick the top 3 things that you need to do. I'm going to say that everybody in here needs to just get out there and network speak, do workshops, and do something that gets you in front of people. The rest, don't worry about or hire a VA to do. Start with 5 hours a month. I started with a lady in Lithuania. Thank goodness it was social media, because I couldn't understand a word she said, and I didn't know what she was doing. I had no clue. I didn't care. She did what she needed to do for 5 hours, which would take me 20 hours. And then I moved up from 5 hours to 10 hours. Then I had 2 VAs. Then I went up to 20 hours. And then now I have a marketing person that does my graphics for me, because I don't know how to do it. I have my VA who does all the administrative stuff, and we're setting up back-end systems so that I have a system. It's called the Evergreen Moment or Evergreen something, that when a prospect, from the moment they enter my database to the time they unsubscribe, they're constantly touched, but not by me, by the system that we've created. You would know this, right? Yeah. I use Infusionsoft. Have you heard of that?
I'm learning social media stuff. I'm not a pro at that yet, but it's fun learning it, and it changes all the time. So.
Yeah. Well, Infusionsoft is a great program. It's expensive, but what it does is it's an entire system. So my contracts, my payments, everything goes through Infusionsoft. Everything. Okay, what goals do you need to reach your order? How many clients do you need? How much money do you need within your 60-day plan? So if your 60-day plan is you want to make $10,000, what do you need to do to get there? How many clients do you need? How much money do you need to make today, tomorrow? Do you need to raise your rates to make it a little faster? Do you need to add product? Do you need to add another program? These are things that you need to think about. The action. What do you need to put in place in order to reach these goals? So, do you have a newsletter that's just sitting there doing nothing? Do you need to get that up and running to generate some awareness out there? Do you need to sign up for a few more networking events or get out there more? What is your plan of action? What do you need to do? And then what is it that you can delegate? Don't hide behind the social media stuff, because it's safe. There's only things that you can do as a business owner that you can't farm out. And your plan. I'm a stickler for this. I don't call it your to-do list, I call it your get-done list. What are the things that you need to get done, and you break it down and you pick 3 things. It's called Eat the Ugly Frog first. Take the task that you hate to do the most, do it first thing in the morning, and you spend, craft it into like 90-minute segments. Don't check your email, don't, go on TV, don't get up and get a coffee. It's your plan of attack. So you map out your day, your week. What's the week going to look like? And then how are you going to do that on a day-to-day basis? Because your day should be broken up, or your week should be broken up into 3 things. Marketing. People are going to freak, but it's 3 to 5 hours a day on marketing. Business development, which is coaching or seminars or reading. And then client work. If you have nothing to do, research. Just get online and find some, other businesses that are doing what you're doing.
So can you go through that slower again, Odette? Sorry, 3 hours. Marketing, 3 to 5 hours a day. Business development.
And client work.
So when I think of business development, I think of getting a new phone and developing my business. So calling for clients.
That's the marketing. Okay, so let me break it. Okay, take a 12-month calendar, cross off all the days of the week that you can't work. So let's say your Saturdays and Sundays are off, your holidays, anything that you want, a day that you're not going to work, cross those off, and then you can see what you have left with. Then you're going to do it by the month. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Then you're going to take the month and you're going to see, okay, what have I got going on? Oh, sorry, for the year calendar, what have I got going on? Where are the events that I'm going to go to? For me, I cross every 60 days, I find out where I'm going to be with Suzanne and what events that I'm going to attend, sort of anywhere and all over the place. And then I'm going to fill in the spots such as workshops that we're doing here. Okay, so it's today's date. I know that it's going to be two or 3 weeks of preparation for that. So I need to think about that. So then you break it down into the month. What have you got going on in the month? Cross the days off that you're not working, right? Cross the days off that you're doing like workshops or seminars or whatever. And then you're going to break it down into the week. And then the day. And then, sorry, marketing, business development, and client work. So you've already crossed off me time, crossed off your personal time. The day should look something like this maybe. 8 to 9 is, all right, 8 to 9 is client work. You've got a client first thing in the morning. Okay? When you've done that, you're going to maybe spend half an hour of admin time. Okay, you can go check your emails, check your phone, do all that kind of stuff. And then you're going to block it off into marketing time. So you spend 90 minutes of marketing your business, whether it be writing a blog and sending it out, writing a newsletter, cold calling, attending an event, anything that gets you building your business. Just call it business development, because then the next thing is business development. You have a session with your own coach. You have reading to do. You have research to do. A lot of good books. Everyone should be reading a business book. Everyone should be reading a smut novel at the same time. Who's reading 50 Shades of Grey? Oh my God, that book is to die for.
I've heard a lot about that book.
You reading it? You read it? Oh, well, it's an erotic novel. It is. Yeah, it's amazing. It taps into your other side. So you read that and you read a business book. Everyone should be reading, and I have a couple of business books that, Think and Grow Rich is one of those standard ones you probably should read. All it is about thinking. Just think your way through life. The $100 Startup, another good book. It's not about the horse. It's about overcoming fear and self-doubt. And I love this gentleman. Larry Wingett. Does anyone know who Larry Wingett is? He's fabulous because he says success is your own damn fault. Shut up, stop whining, and get a life. It's true. Stop complaining, and I say this to my children. You know, you're complaining, and like, what's that going to get you? Nothing. Shut up, stop whining, and get a life. And success is your own damn fault. Your kids are your own damn fault. You know, I mean, he's great. He's just saying what people are thinking. And all it is just about putting the action steps that you need to do. Right? So that's it. You're going to break up your day. I think I sidetracked a little. So I read. And I try and read every day. I find it tough to read a business book at night because I really need to shut off. And I don't, because otherwise I have the Nancy moments. What am I going to do? Well, how come no one's working as fast as I am? Because you're so eager and excited to make it happen. Mm-hmm. And that is rare.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? Pardon? Oh, I know. Janelle came over and she was in my bedroom, and I hid the book. I put the Think and Grow Rich on top of it because I thought I know where it is. I did. Isn't that crazy?
Already.
Oh, I just thought, no, I was like, oh, that's too funny. Anyways, in your grab bags, like I mentioned, I think I started to explain, in there's a CD on networking. And I recorded that CD, I'm just going to tell you. I had recorded it, and because it was a teleclass and everything, and then my VA, I'll have to blame her because she lost the CD, or she lost the recording. So I'm at an event, it's 9 o'clock at night, I've had a margarita, and I'm on an iPhone because the phone wouldn't work. I had to re-record it, and I had to do it by 10 p.m. that night. So this is what you call imperfect marketing. I did it, I got it done. It gives you the valuable information that you need on how to network, the do's and don'ts of networking. Don't shove cards in people's faces. I hate that. I can't stand that. It's not about business on the spot. It's just about business relationship development. That's it. In there as well is a coupon. I have some gift certificates for you. And we have a gift, 15% off color service. Lisa Finelli has graciously donated this gift certificate. She's on Trafalgar and Lakeshore, if anyone knows, in the Oakville area. I do have to do a little bit of a testimonial to her. I have really hard to manage hair, and after kids, your hair just sometimes goes to pot, right? So my hair just wasn't working, and I went to her, and she cut it. And I don't know anyone, curly hair people have this. When you cut curly hair, a week or two, your hair looks like crap. It's straight, it's stringy, it's not curly, or it's curly in places that it's not supposed to be. Anyway, so the next day I had a networking event. I thought, oh, what am I going to do? I had hair out to here. I don't know what she used on me, but I said, I am a disciple now. I have to keep coming back. So she gave us the coupons, and she's a startup as well. She's looking to build her business, so if you want it, give it a try. Okay? And that's, oh, I'm not done. The elimination plan. This is the most important thing. We put up with crap. Okay? Fiona can attest to this. Janelle. I have had the worst year of my life. I put up with shit from people who put me down, kept me down. I would never really let that happen, but it was always at the back of my head. I lost 20 pounds. I'm trying to gain it back. I didn't look good. I looked actually terrible. I had a sickness. I was very sick. That's why I took the 5 weeks off, because I couldn't be coached anymore. I was told, I can't coach you. Nothing is penetrating. You need to take a vacation. So I did. I wanted to take a longer time, but 5 weeks was I thought was pretty good. I put up with other people's unmet needs, cross boundaries, frustrations, problems, and I'm not just talking about today's stuff. Both my parents passed away last year, and my dad was an alcoholic. Everything from my entire life came crashing down on me when my mom got sick and blah, blah, blah. When he died, it was a blessing. When I was coached 2 months after that, I swear Suzanne was talking to me. She says, who are you waiting for to die? And I'm like, whoa, hit me with a 2x4. And it was the moment of clarity for me. Because of the unmet needs of my father and all the frustrations and the problem that came crashing down on me. I had to get rid of that. When I got rid of that, things just completely changed for me. So what are you tolerating? Who are you tolerating? And you can't do it by yourself. Any questions? Thank you.